What's up, guys? So we're going to be breaking down some never before seen RSD Tyler cold approach Infield, and we're going to analyze whether his game is legit or full of shit. Alright, so in the last several days, I've received a lot of requests to react to this. People like, oh my god, Tyler released Infield for the first time in like a decade. You gotta take a look at this and give me your feedback. So I took a look at the channel, and it's basically there's two videos in question. The first one is my best Infield footage over 20 years. And I did skim through this, but this is pretty funny. You're gonna find out why.
What's up? It's Owen from Real Social Dynamics. This video is gonna be up for a day or two, and that's it. We're taking it down.
So that's not actually the reason. This is just kind of more a smaller point, but this was, he says that we're gonna take this down a day. This is like 6 days ago. So yeah, like I just find these like fucking limited time, like sales pitches kind of corny. But the real reason why I thought this was funny is because there's actually no Infield in here. Like take a look at this.
Groundedness as a man, this has been the most important thing in my life. That is because my proper program that changes you. Hang out with multi-sided was missions. That an event like this.
Where the fuck is Infield? This is my best Infield footage over 20 years. It's just literally him ranting in front of a camera with like 1 second clips like sprinkled in there where maybe something is happening but you barely get to see anything because there's no audio. So it's just literally him just voice narrating, going on a massive tangent for 10 minutes and trying to sell you this thing, which is funny that he titled this my best Infield footage over 20 years because there's literally zero Infield in here. Fortunately, the second video is better. So let's go. We're just going to skip this because it's just a massive straight up sales pitch. And it's called Owen Hits the Field, Night from Open to Close. Okay, let's see what this is about.
Are you going to get behind us?
No.
Yeah, you are. So.
Okay.
How you gon' stunt like you ain't been drunk? Homie got the bean, yeah, the infrared tone. Throw it in the air, let it all come.
Right, so this is like some level of receipts for sure. I mean, you know, it's him making out with girls. You know, I prefer, like when it comes to evaluating a dating coach, really what I like is full length Infield. I want to see the whole thing from start to finish. And by finish, I mean either you get her number, you pull her, or whatever. I don't actually mean you like fucking the girl. Just random clips that are 2 seconds of you making out with a girl doesn't really mean much to me because we don't know if that's your girlfriend. We don't know if that's just a random girl you met from social circle. You know, so it's like, okay, what exactly happened? I want to see the full thing, but it is definitely better than nothing. All right, let's keep going.
King got an underground. Came with a girl, left with another girl. Turn a hotel room to a wonder world. Only come down when the Uber downstairs. Shooting at the club now, everybody's scared. If you get money, then you throw it in the air. Really get money, then you throw it in the air.
Okay, this is what I don't get. Like this whole thing is supposed to get you pumped up, right? It's like supposed to be like, oh my god, this guy gets laid. Why throw in all like the borderline gay dancing footage? This is why like a lot of people laugh at the PUA community because they see shit like this, right? It's just like, why is this guy just like randomly dancing like when no one else is? You know, it's just like this borderline weird social shit. So I don't really know why he threw that in there, but okay, to each their own.
See a bad thing right there. You get it from your mama, shawty, shake some.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. This is my buddy Frank.
Hi, Frank. It's so
You got like the $1 million fucking smile. You make me feel like I'm like psychologically tainted and like sadness or some shit. You're like.
So this is kind of weird because we don't really know what happened beforehand. And I'm not saying like there's something nefarious, like meaning like they paid the girls or something like that, or asked the girls to be in the video. It's just like there could have just been a 5-6 minute conversation that they don't show before this. And RSD Todd actually hit it perfectly, hit the nail on the head after he got fired from RSD, where he said, hey, Infield is great. The problem is that RSD takes very selective cuts and puts it together in kind of a, you know, a fashion that makes you think one thing when something totally different happened, right? So again, I would want to see what happened before that if something did happen, because it seems like the girls being overly receptive, which does happen sometimes, for sure. Some girls are overly receptive, but yeah, I don't know what the deal is here.
Like that, it's great. Listen, you haven't been hurt by a man yet. He could hurt you. You could fall in love with him, he could cheat on you, and then we'll kill that innocent spirit.
I have been hurt.
Have you?
I'm so high.
Dude, that's dope. Yeah, you know, the most powerful woman, skill a woman can possess to maintain her radiance, I believe, I truly believe this, is the ability to forget. Just let shit go. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Where do you guys come from?
We're from Spain.
España.
España.
Yeah.
That was like such an awkward hug. Wait, is this dude like not wearing a shirt? I don't know what the deal is here. It's like a very low cut shirt. I don't know, kind of weird outfit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Nice to meet you.
I love you both, by the way.
Love you too. I like your beard.
Yeah,
we like your beard.
Awesome.
Oh my god. Wait a minute.
Hey. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Hi.
Do you know her?
No.
This is my buddy Frank. This is like the happiest girl on the fucking planet.
Hi.
Here's a hot take, and I think some RSD fans are going to be very, very upset that I say this, but it's the truth. So there's certain things that Tyler actually gets pretty good at. So I like the way RSD Julian broke down game, or at least inner game, in his first product Pimp. And he was talking about it really comes down to your purposefulness, your groundedness, controlled, and self-abuse. Control basically means sort of like how flowing you are. And I think Tyler's very good at flowing, right? Or at least in this video he is, from one conversation to another. What he really lacks at is like a strong masculine frame, the grounded frame. He just kind of looks like, honestly, the gay best friend. That's really the vibe I get. Like, I severely doubt the vast majority of girls who talk to Tyler are like, oh, this guy's interested in me sexual. They're probably like, oh, this guy's gay and he's like wants to comment on my outfit. Like, that's the vibes that I think that, you know, pretty much I get, and pretty much any girl who's looking at this is gonna get. It's just like, yeah, like it really kind of lacks like that strong sexual tension, that strong man to woman polarity. But he's really good again at flowing and just being the fun guy, whatever, right? But that's not enough to actually pull girls and get laid.
See how we just like, we basically just start by mixing it up. That's how we get it going. Now, do you see what we're doing well here that I think is good? Is we're assuming people will be nice.
That dude looks like he's about to have an orgasm.
It's not in our reality that the people are going to be mean. The basic thing that I have.
That's actually a good teaching. Like, I think in terms of inner game, like RSD actually is spot on about quite a few things. And yes, like it is good to go into it with a positive outcome and assume people are going to be receptive, because if you go into it with a very negative outcome, you assume people are going to be closed off to you. There's going to be an element of a self-fulfilling prophecy. So he is right about that.
When I start is massive self-compassion. I don't sit there judging myself. Like, motherfuckers judge the shit.
Look, that's keto body.
Out of themselves. Guys are literally stuck on it. And it's crippling, and it's debilitating. Another thing a lot of guys don't get is like, okay, see how that's a couple right there? They think like, oh, I can't even like go talk to them. Like, it's like, oh, that's off limits. But they forget you're fucking socializing, right? Like, you can be like, how's your guys' night going? They're gonna be cool. What's funny too is sometimes the girl jumps off the guy, right? Now, most of the time they won't, but you never want to feel like anything in the club is off limits. So let's see this couple right here, right? Like, am I?
Okay, so he's there's an element of truth to what he's saying. Like, yeah, when you see a guy and a girl, like, it doesn't always mean they're together. It could just be a guy who's on a date with a girl, could be a guy who's friend zone, blah, blah, blah. But like, to me, this seems just like both a waste of time and just like a waste of like just everything. Like going up to a girl who's like with a guy, right? It's because it's like either he's trying to sleep with her or he's sleeping with her, but either way, why not just focus on girls who are by themselves? Unless the girl's like ultra hot and the guy looks like he's been friend zoned, I'm probably just gonna stay away from that. Not because I can, just simply feels like a waste of time to me. Also, like, even if they're not sleeping but the guy's trying to get with her, like, I don't want to cock block a random dude, you know what I mean? I don't know, that's just me though.
Allowed to go talk to them? Sure. How's your guys' night going?
Good so far.
Cheers. How do you guys know each other?
From school.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You guys are cute together.
Great.
Oh, you're not dating? Oh, okay. You make very cute facial expressions. Yeah, it's kind of cool. What is it? Yeah.
Lots of jump cuts. We don't really know what happened here. Like, what frame did he get her number as? Because numbers can be useless. If you get a number under the, oh, I'm going to show you around, or oh, I'm going to invite you to a cool party, or oh, you know, I'm going to get you a job. Like, all these frames are completely useless to get a number on, right? The only frame that is useful if it's a sexual or romantic frame, right? So we just, again, we're missing a lot of context here.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Bang. Good to meet you. So if you look there, like, you know, they look like a couple, but you just got a phone number out of it, and the guy's cool with it, right? So guys have so many fucking blocks on what's possible and what's not. Like, it's madness.
That is actually true. Guys do have a lot of blocks.
As we're just gonna walk out here, sometimes girls can be on the move and like impossible to open, right? And then guys take it personally. So like, say that this she's about to leave, right? Like, she's about to go in there, but guys aren't strategic about when to open. And then again, it's like that assault on their self-image, right? So if that girl's like, you know, say she's about to, like, then, hey, nice to meet you. Right, so see how she's got to go.
I don't really know what the point of that is.
Right, it's like that chick's got to fucking go. But then guys will be like, oh, I'm a fucking bad person. Like, that chick.
Yeah, I think I see the lesson. Yes, don't take it personally when you get rejected. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you. I agree with that.
She's got to go. She's just got to go.
Yeah. So people read into so much stuff.
Because they project it onto themselves.
Yeah.
All the insecurities.
Nothing to do with them. Girls just got to go. Hi. Nice to meet you. I want to introduce you to my friend Frank.
Hi.
Just assume people will be nice. Go kick it with your friends, and then I'll see you in a bit.
All right.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get a hug.
the skill that I see from you, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I can't speak for you, but just how I see it is like how I experience you is like that childlike innocence of just assuming that people will like you, and even if they don't, you're not reading into it and making yourself vulnerable. So this like a huge thing what we're always hammering on is make yourself.
No, the issue, at least from like watching like 4 minutes of this guy, is that he's way too fucking feminine. Like this dude gives a strong, very strong feminine vibe. Where again, that's not sexually attracted to women. Also, again, I don't know how he is around girls because literally just Tyler talking the whole time. But I would venture to say he probably has some level of anxiety around women. Like he does seem like a little nervous from his body language, but I would really have to hear him talk to truly evaluate that. But we'll find out, I guess, as this video goes on.
Vulnerable. Put yourself out there, and the biggest skill is like. Hi. Pleasure.
Such an awkward dog.
This is my buddy Frank. This is kind of a cool dress you got going on here.
You don't realize it's a dress shirt.
Yeah, and then your heels are pretty comfortable too. Do you work out?
I mean, like, from the girl's perspective, is this like, oh, this is a guy who's hitting on me, or is this like, this is another girl who wants to chat with me about my outfit? Like, you know, it's like, oh, this is a gay guy who appreciates my fashion style. Like, again, like, I'm not saying, by the way, that Tyler is gay. Like, I really doubt that's the case. He just has a very strong, like, feminine vibe, which, again, it's not going to be attractive to the vast majority of women.
You look like you do squats.
I've been squat in like 3 years. But I'm Russian, so I have like muscles. I have like.
Dude, that's pretty fucking good. The big kind of lesson that I'm seeing fleshed out.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you touch a girl's bicep.
Personality. So guys go in, they're like, hey, what's up? And then it doesn't hurt when they get rejected. But ironically, they never even put themselves out there. They never were rejected. It's like some fake persona that people could sense was a persona, and they.
All like the inner game advice he's given so far has actually been pretty base. Like he's talking about guys putting on a shtick, and yeah, that is true. Like guys will do that because when you get rejected, when you're putting on a shtick or an act, it doesn't really hurt nearly as much. Whereas if you're being authentic and genuine, right, and even vulnerable and you get rejected, that hurts a lot more. So he is right about that.
Rejected by default. So you know that whole idea of like when you believe it, it'll happen. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Admit, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hi.
I had to say hi.
Is it the hair?
I'm gonna do this in my beard. I want you to teach me. This is Frank, by the way.
Hi Frank, nice to meet you. I like your hair.
It's kind of similar, but yours is like my one hair is like your 1,000.
By the way, you can always read.
Yeah, I was spot on about my assessment. Very feminine vibe.
Open the sets from earlier, right? So it's like there's sets over there, like.
What the hell is going on? Look at the girl. She looks so confused. Why is Tyler like, look at this guy's face. He looks like he saw a ghost and Tyler's like literally cuddling up next to him. Like, why? Just why?
Interactions from earlier, you can just bring them over. Here, keep on this, keep on this, keep on this. And then we merge it. 2 seconds. I miss you very much. Do you remember Frank?
I love your hair.
The happiest girl in the world.
How did you two meet?
We know each other. I'm from another friend.
Yeah? It's cool. You can actually merge it, right? You can bring them together. We could even bring other interactions from tonight together. Then you become the social epicenter, and then now you're the popular guys. You're stacking it in your favor.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like some people need to be like a celebrity to meet a girl, but you can become.
The dude's like, Tyler, can we get back to hitting on the girls? Like, I've heard you monologue, ramble mags for like 2 hours now. Can we just talk to the girls? Looks like the girls are actually just having like way more fun without them. But he's right, you can do that, but this is kind of an advanced concept. I would never ever, like if I was doing a, God forbid, a fucking boot camp, I would never teach a guy who's a beginner, even intermediate that, right? Like if you're a guy who's starting off and you're trying to learn game, don't fucking try to do any of this fancy gamey shit like merging sets or like whatever, any of this shit. Just focus on talking to one girl and seeing how far you can get and then learn from your mistakes. So for example, if I was this guy's coach, I would be like having her like, hey, go talk to that girl who's by herself or this girl who's with maybe one other friend and let's see how far you get, right? And then let's evaluate that, you know, because we have the infield footage and see all the mistakes you made and let's correct them, right? Like don't try to do this fancy shit. Again, it's just gonna get in your way, like if you're a guy who's like just starting out or even a guy who's like somewhat competent, but you're not quite at the point where you wanna be yet.
A celebrity within the venue. But it's funny because when you see us doing this, it looks so easy to see us doing it, and yet it's like when you're not in the mode where it would be easy, it's like a million miles away. Like guys will walk in, I know because I did this for like years, you walk in and you just wander around this whole venue and everybody shuts you down. Everybody. It's because like you carry that negativity and that becomes your reality.
The girls are having so much more fun without them.
That feed off that negativity so intensely, like literally it consumes them to the point where they're so in a dark spot and then it's just rejection, 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 and then they make these crazy
They
philosophies.
create their own realities.
They're
and
completely
then,
creating their own fucking reality.
When the girls comes into their reality, it's all fucking negative.
Pure negative.
Yeah, pure negative.
And so that's like our beliefs here is the world is a friendly place. We're here to just talk with people.
Is he gonna let him talk to the girls? Let's merge these sets. All right, let's real quick. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Key is if a girl shuts us down, not carrying that negative energy into the next one. Again, the two girls are the cool guys back there. Let's see what I can do. I just had to tell you, you have the mane of a fine stallion.
Oh
The
my
fuck?
God, thank you,
You do.
so much.
It's the fucking bomb.
Hey, guess
All right,
what?
so I guess it didn't work out with those girls because they left since they're showing them with a new set of girls. Yeah. Rule number 5, when you're hitting on girls, don't go into the corner and go on a 5-minute massive side tangent because the girls will forget about you and will move on.
What's that?
It's all
Great
real.
job. Great
Awesome.
job. Wait, meet my friend Frank. 2 seconds.
Yeah.
2 seconds. Bam. Frank! This is my homie. So again, the cool girls with the cool guys and shit. You can meet them. Are you just trying to take us home?
So, yeah, well, I guess the one point I will make also is, like, I feel like what Tyler is good at is, like, the social aspect of it. Like, he's very good at, like, I think, like, if your goal is to, like, make as many friends as possible, especially with females, like, this is actually, like, solid advice. But, yeah, like I said before, it's missing that strong man-to-woman sexual frame, right? So it's, like, really good advice for getting friend zoned or for maybe bringing girls back to your place for an after party. There's, like, this old meme, right, where it's, like, basically, like, 5 guys, 5 girls. They're like, oh, come to an after party, and it's just everyone sitting in the living room. No one is having sex.
Shy. Very shy. I'm not as sausage as feet. I'm in person. Look at the look of shock. She's like,
I have to pee.
you look like you're in like American Idol. You just won.
Do I like my clam burger right here?
Feel it.
All right, there we go. Is there going to be anything good here? Okay. This looks like sort of a makeout. Oh, they're grinding. More sales pitch. Okay, let me fast forward through this. Very limited. Last chance. The editing is pretty good. What do we have here? Make out. Go Tyler. Ooh, go Asian. Look at this. Go no shirt guy. All right, we have a few makeouts there. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely some form of receipt, although again, like I prefer long form footage. But overall, what do I think about Tyler's latest set of Infield? Low. All right, hopefully you guys found this breakdown valuable, and I want to end this video by giving credit where credit is due. I've talked about this in the past, but back when I was learning pickup around 2012, 2013, RSD was very, very instrumental in my learning and success, right? There's really nothing like old school RSD Julian 2014, 2015. He was giving really, really based advice. A lot of things that you will never hear him say nowadays he was giving. I feel like that guy was a pickup machine and truly belongs in the top 5 best pickup artist list. Unfortunately, that version of Julian is completely gone, and it's been replaced with this kind of weird self-help general guru, which is not really doing anything or saying anything that's new or unique or helping anybody. And again, I don't think Tyler ever had a fraction of the potential that Julian had, but I do think he gave a lot of really base advice in 2013, 2014, which is when I learned about RSD. The problem is that all that advice is no longer available. It's been replaced with kind of this general woohoo self-help shit that, again, I don't think is really helping anybody. So I'm looking at this kind of stuff. I'm saying, hey, like, I know you guys used to be better. It's a real shame as a former fan to see you guys go downhill. And also this focus on just constantly selling. Like, of course, I run a business too. Obviously, you want to make money, right? But it's like you guys used to be about primarily giving value, right? And then also doing a little bit of sales pitch. And now I see like pretty much every single thing you do is just one massive sales pitch. I mean, literally, you have a whole video that's like my best infield footage, which has 0 infield and it's just a nonstop sales pitch. So if you ever get to that point, you're like, okay, maybe I'm just taking this stuff too far. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this content, then smash the like button, hit subscribe, and click that bell for notification. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.